tabs. That's cool. All right. First off, I want to say Kal Halalim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways in this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. Sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. No, this is a brother Yoahala from the Kingston, Jamaica camp. We'll have the brother.
Zach.
All right, I just want to do a lesson on this topic here. Uh, Rising food costs take a bite out of Thanksgiving dinner. You see me? And that's basically also the lesson. You get me? Rising food costs for the holidays equals famine to come. You understand me? Because this is what we've been talking about for the longest time, yo. You understand me? The food chain being stricken. You understand me? Because the elites diabet are the elites plan triple economy, yo. You understand me? So them can implement their new policies basically. You understand me? Because scripture talks about these things. And what we do, we come out and we teach the scripture. So we are going to talk and teach about these things. You understand me? Yeah, I appreciate if you want to kick it off with before we start our article.
No, man, you can go.
All right. So it says here, early November, says that person, mother sent a poll to a few family members. She said she could only afford to make two sides for their group of 15 this Thanksgiving and asking them each to vote for their favorites. You see me? So right there, so them basically a Russian. You see me? Or partition what them can really get or what them can really afford. You understand me? Cold breath guesses green beans and macaroni and cheese will make the cut, but but his favorite tilapia sweet potato casserole with a brown sugar crust will not. Talk about Thanksgiving being ruined. Um, Joked person name 27 and financial planner from Knoxville, Tennessee. You see me? And basically, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. You see me? Thanksgiving is basically a paganic or a ritual, basically remind or celebrate taking down, you see me, are the Native Americans. When Esau come over and take them down and take over them land, Thanksgiving is basically to celebrate that. You understand me? So this is not our custom. You understand me? But our people take on to this thing. You understand? And after Thanksgiving, what happen after Christmas? So if this happen for Thanksgiving, what says Christmas, yo? And then people love their ham. Also a paganic holiday. You understand me? But the most I have something in store for these people, yo. You see me? You have nothing before we continue?
Yeah, man, you can just go through the article. I have a couple, but you can go through it.
All right, cool. Americans are bracing for a costly Thanksgiving this year with double digits percent increase in the price of turkey, potatoes, stuffing, um, canned pumpkin, and other um, staples. The U.S. government estimates food price will be up 9.5% to 10.5% this year. Historically, they've risen only 2% annually. So basically, there must be something where never before seen or basically something not really normal, yo. You understand me? And this is just the beginning. You understand me? Scriptures talks about these things. You understand? The signs of the time we see things play out just like what the scripture say in we get it real quick before we continue. Second Ezra Second Ezra 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And a visitation I mean say him a visit, and him a only visit physically. You ever see other manifestation of the most high visiting you. You get me? And these are signs prepared for that time. You understand me? Here it says in the article, just to continue, lower production and higher costs for labor, transportation, and items are part of the reason disease, rough weather, and the war in such place is me over in the east. Can't really say it because guideline, YouTube guidelines, you see me, are also contributors. This really isn't a shortage thing. This is tighter supplies with some pretty good reason for it. And said David Anderson, a professor and agricultural economist at Texas A&M. You see me? So basically, them a predict say yo, which we know say yo, them not predict this thing. Anything when Esau come out and tell us say yo, them they predicting this or they're foreseeing anything, and some of them are plan for it. You understand me? It's called predictive programming. So we tell us say it and come to trace it out, and then them put it on, then them apply it. You understand me? As the scripture say yo, get it real quick again. Uh, so like yeah, bro.
Yeah, man, good man.
All right, this is yeah. So this is Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Scripture said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You understand me? Esau already are run the system. Esau already have control of the economy. Esau already have control over your life, yo. You understand me? And when it say yo, the earth so lucky the same priest we just read a while ago where it tell us say yo basically you know as a matter of fact me read it over. More get the point tonight.
Them that work how many quit upon them bed.
Yeah, can tawada. Brain a go. So basically, the point is when the morning is light, they practice it.
Yeah, because the whole food shortages is really engineered on a lower level by the elites. And the reason why I say lower level because ultimately elites are more for the most high, you know, because them are
Yep.
planning to crash the whole world economy and force people in subjection all
Yep.
out of chaos. Them want to implement them new world order, so them are push for the chaos, break down this current structure, and a part of the breakdown is the food supply, the supply chain. You know, so they can set up their own thing.
Yes. You see me? Hence one of the reason why this as the point that I try to make for the scripture would say when the morning is light they practice it. When they look that up, it actually means any chance them get to implement their measures, they will. Hence the term never waste a good crisis, yo. You
Yep.
understand me? Because any chance Esau can get for passing laws and legislations or measures, he's going to once it help fuel the agenda or the plan at hand. You understand? Which is to put you people back in bondage, hardcore bondage. You understand me? But we're not free. But guess what? Esau want to put everybody, as the scripture say, rich are for, free are bond. That is the whole agenda of Esau. You understand me? Get everybody chipped.
Yeah, more sophisticated type of slavery.
Yep.
The digital all. Yeah, and a part the main instigator because them come out and say one of the main things them learn from the whole pandemic is that people will do anything unless you give them a good If you give them a good reason,
Con,
the good reason gonna be that hunger to
con.
take the chip.
And
Because you
not
will say, what, no,
go ahead, bro.
oh, me just say, guys, give us a no man shall buy or sell CV that at the mark. You know,
Con,
the current structure is breaking down for the implement a new one. The whole currency and so forth is going to shift. So
yep,
we're looking right now going to break down. And in order to be a part of the new society, if you will need that chip.
yep. And not even to say, oh, just the reason why, because they might implement the whole monetary system. Because when they look for those things like this, they, so okay, they're going to track you. You understand me? And you can't buy go certain place or do nothing without their permission. You understand me? Hence, a big banker or a big businessman basically did an interview and he's saying that why the government a push digital currency? Why is it so important? You understand me? And when him check it out, he must say, they or the banker went ahead and build the businessman build a next system where you can do transaction, use money in a different way than the paper money. You understand me? Without any tracking, without any backdoor dealings where you have some clause or measures. And him explain it and him say, look, but the digital dollar or digital currency with them a push, you understand me? If you're trying to purchase something that they don't want you to purchase, you see me, them can block your card. You understand me? If you try purchase more than what you need, with them stipulated to purchase, they block your card. If you own nothing or them want deduct money off of your account for some felony or measure or whatever, they can do that. You understand me? You don't have control over your funds. You understand? And this so-called and so I would get in on this article, this is which a good article. Rising food costs take a bite out of Thanksgiving dinner. When them do them something here, instantly them can devalue your money. So when you have your money in your account, all of a sudden, just like the Jamaican dollar to the US dollar. You understand me? Where the Jamaican dollar is weak against the US dollar. So too them can change the rate. So when if you go buy something for you, it probably for everybody probably costs the same, but for you it costs different. You understand me? Total
More,
control.
more likely restricted,
Done.
yeah, more restrictions the more do. Right, for the new with the new currency. So maybe one man can buy some more you restricted because you're diabetic, so you can't buy that because it's too sweet or whatever fucker. But just before that, they want crash this current economy, and a part of doing that is basically breaking down the supply chain, which once there's a food shortage, a known food shortage, a strict food shortage, it
Yep.
will be in the street. Let me just get that real quick actually. And once the riots and the sedition the scripture speaks about start, then there's no turning back from that because that's going to destabilize society on a whole, which ultimately going to lead to martial law. You know,
Yep.
let's real quick.
Yeah, bro.
Well, yeah, may I read up first? First, Second Ezra chapter 15, we start at 1. It says,
Yeah.
"Behold, thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true."
Yeah, and this is the same word, the scripts that we're reading now. You understand me? And this is what we tell you, say, we don't come out here to tell you what we think or what we predict is going to happen. We tell you what based on the scriptures, yo. You understand me? That's the whole duty of the prophet to warn the people of the pending destruction that is coming. And we know who it a come from, the Most High. You understand me? Which the Most High send with to come warn, Go ahead, bro.
It says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee, but not the incredulity of them trouble thee that
Right?
speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, say the Lord, I'll bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their earthful works are fulfilled." So here the Most High say, "I'll bring what? Famine, as one of the plagues that's coming upon the face of the earth." So
Yep.
though it seems like it's a white man that engineered this, the elites, it's ultimately the Most High. The Most High is a grand mastermind behind everything.
Yep. Right?
Um, We'll
Yep.
skip down now to verse 13. It says, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for
Mm-hmm.
it shall feel through the blasting and the hail, and with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh,
Right.
and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yep.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
Yep. Because today, basically, I was coming home today and realized say yo a beer bus with JLP, yeah JLP, and then I got some meeting, JLP
Yeah, man, if
meeting
they have a
leaders.
conference. Eh.
Right. And you see everybody are rally. These are the same people that are oppressed, um, being stricken every day. You understand me? But when the host nigga come and say, come, we have a meeting to get done. You get me? Master have a grand plan and we need to sort out things. Them rally up themselves. You understand me? But guess what? Woe be unto them so-called leaders here because the people them not regard them, yo. You understand me? Just like what the scripture just read. Just like how you see all of them, as you say, they're being oppressed daily, but them still run off a big nose and in friend them. You have a time to come where yo, there's no regard, yo.
When the famine lick, you know,
Exactly.
um, there's a quote from a Joker. Him say, "When the chips fall, these civilized people basically become savages because
Yes.
a hungry man is a hungry man. Them not in a chat in them days. Eh. Now them belly full and can go to the rally and get food to eat and drink rum and party and behave like an animal. You know,
Hmm.
in the time to come when them belly hungry, then the man don't want to hear nothing."
Yeah, and you know, funny enough, I was on social media, I think Instagram, and see one post where them a say, yo, some of the people who got a conference, they reward them vex because them butter never run. And in this term, butter meaning money. Them like a stipend or where them would have give out at the meeting or rally, them never get it, so them a rule. That's our people.
Okay. Continuing reading, verse 17. "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yep,
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." So the lack of bread, the food basically becoming scarce, while
yep,
other people won't lose it. Going to basically kickstart everything, so to speak.
yep. And a case in point, bro. The article it did say, oh, wholesale turkey price are at a record at are at a record high after a difficult year for the US flocks. You see me? So guess what? They never yet have turkey at this high price. At a time where people call it Thanksgiving when they come together and spend time with family. Hey, we just read the scripture, yo. The scripture say, yo, a man shall desire to go into a city and will not be able to. So the coming together and eating good and all of that, yo, you'll be hunted, yo. You see
Um,
me? Go
um,
ahead.
this is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 1. It says, For behold, the Lord of hosts, do it make, do it take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. And when you look up the word stay, you go back to like a support or staff, You go back to a support because a staff is basically like a walking stick,
Yep.
you know. Look it up real quick at the Hebrew. Look up stay first. Stay from the Hebrew is Sha Sha Iowa. Wait, sorry, I wrote that. It's Mashayawa. And then it says support slash staff, which basically is the same thing. We will look up staff. Look up staff now. Masha Aina. That's I say support of every kind staff. Right? So the support when them get like them supply chain, right? When them get like countries where them import food from, there's a cut off due to even the war in Ukraine, and ultimately the plagues are the most they bring upon the earth, pestilence, break the whole construct of how things operate in society, and a
Yep.
consequence of that, is basically food shortage, which ultimately going to lead, which is the same as famine, will lead to a lot of people starving.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
on is E- Ezekiel chapter 5. Let me see. Go to the point, start verse 16. It says, when I shall send upon them the evil hours of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and
Yep.
will break your staff of bread. So the supply chain going to be broken, and or them support where them get food from. But it also say increase the famine. So if you look on like for example when 2020 just hit and the whole lockdown, they'd have chicken shortage and stuff for it, and the price of things this it stabilized. It wasn't going up.
Yep.
But more the days go by, the more the effects of the vision is keep say the effects of vision as well. The effects of the plagues are coming. You see things that get worse and worse and worse, and you see the famine are increase now. You
Yep.
know, food that get more scarce, and inflation of cost, even the price of what is remain, they even get more they kind of expensive, if you will. And there's also a thing called scarcity of abundance. So even by default, by the food getting scarce, that alone actually send up the price. You
Yep.
know, going to the supermarkets or the wholesale or even downtown market. Well, I can't speak for myself. Downtown market, you see the price, but everything just going up, just going up, just going up. Right? Because at the end of the day, it all leads to the farming.
Yep. That's true. You see me? And yo, again, we said this before, we'll make it very clear. There is no preparing for this famine. You cannot prepare for this famine, yo. You understand me? The most you can do is trust the most side because scripture say, yo, his servant shall eat. You understand me?
Because the thing is, the farming not gonna last until the nukes them drop. So you can't prepare for your farming for years if that would be the case.
Yep.
Not like things gonna go back to normal. Once society break, that's it. You'll be no recovering. Especially if the most I never short the days, there'll be no flesh to save.
Yep.
Because everybody have got that dead off. You know. This all get even out of the hands of the elites of our planet. We think them be so great and powerful, yo.
Yeah, because they must set up a downfall, but they must fall because if you watch even the movie Resident Evil, you understand me? What the elites them do, them send out a virus for kill off the population, but guess what? What end up happening? It turned against them. Them couldn't control it. How what them do?
Mm.
Gone underground, hide in a bunkers. You understand me? I put themselves in a deep sleep. You understand? Under ice preserve them so them can wake up in the future and everybody kill off themselves and they can repopulate again. Nonsense. Esau is living in a fairy tale and it not gonna work so yo.
This is Second Ezra 16, verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The
Mhm.
beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The
The
beginning.
beginning, it says the beginning. That
Yeah.
means say yo, in a start, in a fully in full effect, a start, it doesn't start. We just get warm up. You understand me?
The face
Hence
of
our
every vision as it's written.
yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. In the beginning. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, because they get out of them control, these leaders. It says the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yep.
all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yep.
So at one point, food, supplies was, fair price. Everybody can afford it. So then think, these two shall pass, as they say.
You know
Uh,
why them, Salakebra, why them when I say, oh, this too shall pass. Remember when just the other day when meat did scarce. You understand me? Supermarket say, oh, the meat supply, the chicken supply, basically low. Everybody say, oh no, and we think say, yo, I this famine a kick off. You understand me? Because the war was going over in the east, everything they get messed up. But what? They recover. We come back in supply. You see me? Price of gas take up, it come back down. So we realize say, yo,
appear
food
to recover.
eh?
He appear to recover before to the simple because remember says that it's basically is a process. It's not a one breakdown. Yeah.
Yes.
Like the chain hasn't been rejoined as well and impossible to rejoin. Right? Because it's a domino effect. Once one domino get leaked,
Yep.
everything will get leaked down. But he will go back to fulfill the scripture when they shall say when they shall say peace and safety, then
Then so the shop, yep,
as it's likened unto hurricane. You have the force wind and you have the eye of the hurricane, which appears to be a calm, but you're still in the hurricane. And then the tail of the hurricane at the worst part.
yep.
So fuck
Um,
up everything.
Read back over where you just read a while ago, bro.
Yeah, man. It says, verse 19, it says, Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But
Mm-hmm.
for these things, well, 21 minutes still, sorry. It says, Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth.
Ah, right. So them are things say, oh, because things did get out of stock. You see me? A shortage. Then all of a sudden everything seems to be back to normal. You get me? So them
Yeah.
not gonna care. Them feel say, oh, like it perfectly, like you say. They think that this too shall pass. You see me?
hmm
But nothing not go so. Continue, bro.
It says, Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow, says a process, grow upon earth, sword, famine, food shortage, famine, and great confusion. For
Mm-hmm.
many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Exactly. So that literally tell us, you know, no escape. There is no planning you can plan for this. You understand
Yeah.
me? Because when shit hit the fan, everything get messed up.
Yeah, just give it to say dear Lord, I'll be like a let me just get it real quick. Amos 5 and 18. It reads, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
Yep.
The Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So it's like from one trouble to the other.
Yep.
Not a joke, so to speak.
Jay could I tell him say, oh, go river. I'm gonna take a no river, see, go see, I'm gonna take a wash off. Cause
hmm
crisis will reach you. But guess what? That's reality, yo, and it's going to happen. You understand me? Because Esau already plan out theme thing and say, oh, him nice and him alright, Him just need to get rid of you. You understand me? Where the MC information came out that we reach the 8 billion, over 8 billion people now upon earth. And them a create a big deal. I'm say, yo, yeah, over 8 billion created and upon earth. Over 8 billion people upon earth. But guess what? They're mostly populated in one area. You understand me? I think that happened coincidentally. That happens systematically because Esau try to move out people from the what you call it rural area or from
Yeah.
the urban to the rural. Basically,
Rural country, urban or city.
okay. So them I move them from rural and I put them in an urban society. You understand me? for fuel the same agenda. You understand? We can't say this enough. Cause after a while, when they can't, when them destroy food, the natural farming, you understand? A man really can't make a way. He saw us come and say, "Oh, we have mass things so we can put food, processed meat. We not for wait. We not for do this and supply food." But then after give a stipulation, if you don't have a chip where we can scan, no food.
No rationing.
Exactly. You understand me? And this is reality we're going to face, yo. You understand me? And we constantly say day in and day out. You see me? Turn back to the most high. He's the only cheat code to avoid this. You understand me? I think you have a scripture that say, yo, a man that say, yo, him prefer dead die by the sword than die by famine.
Yeah, I can get it for you.
Yeah, man.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 9
Mhm.
says, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field."
Yep. You see me? So I better you get put to death than you have to go through this famine. You understand me? I had a point a while ago, me want to bring across. You see me? But basically, yo, there's literally no escaping what is to come. And we really sincerely try plead. You see me? Return back to the Heavenly Father. There's literally no other option.
Yeah, nigga, go try and see me, but it's keep it tell you. Like even second Ezra 16 verse like was 16 was 71. It said they shall wait and take away. I'm gonna just get it real quick, let's scroll down.
Yeah, yeah,
Second Ezra 16 verse that was 15. 16 verse
yeah. Take your time.
to the point, verse 72 says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and come
Mm-hmm.
out of their houses." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the scripture ever speaks about them that search the houses with the sword because state of emergency gonna get declared. That's how big now is declared state of emergency right now in the 6 parishes in Jamaica.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna be a state of emergency and the government under the NDAR, National Disaster Risk Management Act, you know, have the power to basically seize your resources. That's why even when the coronavirus hit them, talk about people hoard food, to make it hard for others to get,
Yep.
so those reasons out there, then going to basically start seize people assets, seize people goods, and basically bring them to concentration camp, and you can't defend yourself against the whole military. So again, as it is, there's no way out but through your Shemim Shai.
Yep.
You know, if it was not for the Lord, then we don't get destroyed.
Yep. That is true.
I have another one. This
Go ahead.
Second Ezra 6, verse 18. It says, "And he said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and
Yep.
I'll and I'll begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have erred unjustly with their unrighteousness. And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I shew these tokens, right, the plagues, or the signs and signs of the times, the prophecies coming to pass,
Yep.
as the books shall be opened for the firmament, and they shall see all together. That's the elect having understanding. And the children of a hole shall speak with their voices, and the woman with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Mm-hmm.
Full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right? In the scripture, we go on and some friends that go fight like enemies in that time, yeah. So the
Yeah, there's no friend
warehouse.
and family in that time. It's every man for themselves. Because
Mm-hmm.
first it'll be when famine really hits, it'll be um every man and them community. You see me? Then it boil down to every man and them family, them immediate family. Then you gonna have one to come down and say, yo, um, anything for that man, just that man.
Like family going to eat each other, it's going to tell about woman are going to eat them picnic and something in history and so forth. Man and them picnic. Man and them themselves. Snatch on one and, and snatch on the other one. That's how drastic things going to get.
Yep.
I have one. It's
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, so before you tell yourself, say, oh, I'm too old for going on the streets, you see me? Or me can't manifest stand up too long, me can't have every excuse in that book. Yo, they say, yo, you reach old. Most I want strong men. Scripture tell us, say, yo, young men I call upon you because you're strong. You understand me? Because Lord need men to carry out his ministry. You understand me? So what you need to do, seek the most high from now. Now wait till you're old. This is a common practice for Christian females. And then don't rinse and repeat them crutches. You see me? Tom, Dick, and Harry and the uncle them see. When then done in come and say him want to serve the Lord and settle down in that church and give him life over to God. You understand me? Which that's not how it works, yo. And for us men, especially men, now it works so. Like have a time what's called the famine of the word. We're not gonna dare do this. You understand me? That's how you see the most high from now.
Yeah, before the destruction. Christ will say, in their affliction they shall seek me early. Whether it's too late, know the most I stretch out you, know the most I say, oh, will bring the plagues upon the earth, repent before that they are it's too late.
Yep.
But how many have still? Let me just shut down there.
All right. So with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. When I say Kal Halalamla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakudash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways, looking this doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. Sisters, believers, it helps. Shalom.
Sure.